Welcome to Radio Bites Tips. Today, we will be seeing about the normal radiographic anatomy of the articular disc of the temporomandibular joint. So, this is the articular disc of the temporomandibular joint. It is a fibrocartilaginous structure present between the temporal bone and the head of the condyle. The main work of this articular disc is to facilitate the smooth movement of the temporomandibular joint, and it also acts as a shock absorber. The zones of the articular disc are the thick anterior band, which is continuous with the lateral pterygoid muscle, the thin intermediate zone, and the thick posterior band. The tissues behind the posterior band are named as retrodiscal tissues. So this articular disc is basically a cartilage. So it is best visible only in an MRI. The sagittal and coronal sections are considered to best view this articular disc. So moving on to the MRI interpretation of a normal temporomandibular joint in closed mouth position. Here you can locate the articular disc in both the images. In this image, the region marked with white represents the lateral pterygoid muscle. This one in red represents the anterior band of the articular disc, and the one here in green represents the thin intermediate band. And the region marked in purple behind the intermediate zone marks the posterior band. The tissues behind the posterior band marks the retrodiscal tissues. So this is how you will appreciate an articular disc in a closed mouth position, sagittal section MRI. So this is another MRI image in sagittal section, but in open mouth position. Here, the disc can be appreciated as follows. The region marked here in white represents the lateral pterygoid muscle. The one in red marks the anterior band. This green represents the intermediate zone, and the yellow region represents the posterior band. The tissues behind the disc is represented by a white arrow, and it is known as retrodiscal tissues. This dark region over here represents the head of the condyle. This is how the disc will appear in an open mouth position. So moving on to the normal shape of the disc in an MRI. I showed you how to find the disc in both open and closed mouth position. Now going on to the analysis of the arterial disc exclusively, we'll first see the normal shape of the disc. The disc is normally biconcave shaped. Here you can see in an MRI sagittal section of closed mouth position, the articular disc is appreciated here. It is marked here, and it bears a biconcave shape. This is in closed mouth position. In open mouth position, sagittal section, you can appreciate the disc here. This is also biconcave shaped. So moving on to the normal placement of disc in an MRI. Most of the clinical cases we encounter in case of temporomandibular joint disorder is anterior disc displacement of temporomandibular joint. So in that case, we will be advising an MRI, and we will be evaluating the placement of the disc in a TMJ MRI. So now we are going to see the normal placement of disc in an MRI. Here I will first explain with the line diagram, then we'll move on to the MRI image. So in this diagram, the head of the condyle is assumed to be a clock. So this long axis of the head of the condyle is represented by 12 o'clock position. So this is the articular disc. This is the anterior band, intermediate band, and the posterior band. So this posterior band should correlate with the 12 o'clock position of the head of the condyle. Then only it is considered as normal placement of the articular disc in an closed mouth position. But sometimes in various studies studies done by different authors, it was found that any variation between this placement of posterior band with the head of the condyle, a variation of 30 degrees is permitted. If in case a patient is having, you have advised an MRI for a patient and for some other reason, and that patient is showing a variation, that is the posterior band of the articular disc of that patient is not present in this 12 o'clock position, and say for example it is present in a 11 o'clock position or somewhere in between 11 and 12 o'clock, but the patient is not exhibiting any symptoms, then also it is considered to be normal. That is what Ramelsberg et al. Told in his studies. In his study, he found out that almost 33% of the patients who exhibited variation in this placement of articular disc with a variation of 30 degree from 12 o'clock position did not present with any symptoms. So in that case, you need not consider it to be a pathology and treat the patient. It is quite normal. So this is with the line diagram. In the MRI image, you can see, again, this is considered to be the long axis of the head of the condyle. This posterior band here is approximating at the 12 o'clock position. So it is considered to be normal in this case. So this is with the placement of disc based on the degrees. There is also one more method to appreciate the normal placement of the articular disc that was proposed by Helms and Kaplan. In their study, they proposed that the intermediate zone can be considered as a reference point. They proposed that if this intermediate zone is going to be interposed between the temporal bone and the head of the condyle in closed mouth position, then the disc is considered to be in a normal position. In this, they did not use any degrees. You can follow either the degree method, or if it is difficult for you to follow the degree method, then you can take this biological marker to determine the placement of the articular disc. So this is again the placement of the disc in a open mouth position. So first I will explain with the line diagram, then we'll go to the MR image. So in this closed mouth position, you can see, open mouth position. Here you can see this is the anterior band, then intermediate zone and the posterior band. This anterior band is going to lie immediately in front of the head of the condyle. You can see the head of the condyle is here, but this anterior band is going to lie in front of the head of the condyle. Then it is considered to be normal. So in this MR image, you can appreciate very clearly. Here, this is the anterior band. The intermediate band is here, and this will be the posterior band. Here you can see this is the head of the condyle. This anterior band is front of the head of the condyle. Since this is front, the disc will be moved posteriorly. The disc will be moved superior to the head of the condyle. So summarizing the normal articular disc anatomy in an MRI. The normal MRI signal intensity can be appreciated as follows. The anterior band appears hypointense. The intermediate band also appears hypointense, and the posterior band appears slightly hyperintense. So the normal shape of the articular disc, as I showed, is biconcave in both the positions. And the normal placement of the articular disc is that in closed mouth position, the posterior band should correlate with the 12 o'clock position of the head of the condyle. In open mouth position, the anterior band should lie immediately in front of the head of the condyle. This is considered to be normal. So this summarizes the normal radiographic anatomy of articular disc of temporomandibular joint. Thank you.